I'll try that again. Hi, everybody.
Hi.
That was much more enthusiastic.
Yay.
Good job. Yay. Somebody knows me. That's one person in the room. Okay. So, welcome to this year's YouTube panel. This is the first one we've ever done at Unplugged Expo. So, yay. So, like every typical fashion of panels, we'll just kind of go down the table and introduce everybody what it is we do and, you know, why we feel like we should be up at this table. Starting on that end. That's right, I'm putting you under the bus already.
Or last one, what's me too?
Okay, fine, I'm starting on this side. Hi, Jen.
Hi.
No, let's start
you lost your chance.
And work our way to the middle.
I hate you.
I'm Jen Satane, and I'm a writer. I do a little bit of YouTube makeup tutorials, but I'm not really like
Speak up.
Huh? Louder. Oh, okay.
Project your voice.
Hi. Yeah, so I usually do Tumblr. I don't know if you guys know about Tumblr. Yeah. So,
that little thing on the internet.
Yeah.
Never heard of it.
My channel, my username is Osasane, and I usually just like write quotes and a little bit of stories. So if you want to go check it out, that's that place.
Okay. My name's Aline. I'm also known as Clover on YouTube, and I basically make short films, finishing up a Zodiac web series that I've been filming for about 2 years now.
I have not seen it. Do it.
Yeah, we're gonna finish up with Pisces in a couple of weeks, and yeah. After that, we're gonna move on to like really serious short films. So yeah, stick around for that.
Are we doing a project? Huh?
Yeah.
Hi everybody. My name is Daryl. I run a daily video blog called Daryl.Shot. I've been doing this for the past how long has it been now? Like 4 years. Yeah, and people get to see me do stuff like this on my daily channel. Yeah, pretty much this is the third panel I've hosted with you guys. Yeah. And yeah, looking forward to what's coming out of this one now, so yay! Yay! Might I say, before she introduces herself, she came all the way back from the UK, so we're finally joined.
I fled the country for a year. Hi everyone, my name's Sachi. I'm a vlogger and cosplayer. And most of my videos are kind of more anime centered right now, so I do a lot of like anime recommendations videos, stuff like that. And I'm also a vlogger over on the Geek and Sundry Vlogs channel, where I talk about cosplay every other week, so it's like a little sideshow. And yeah, this is my second YouTube panel that I've done here, because last year at Anime North, I was in England, and now I'm back.
We missed you.
Yay, that's good.
I am Dominic, and I have a channel called Domix.
What is it?
What is it? It's I just animate stuff, and that's it.
Stop.
Yay! I'm not feigning not knowing you this time.
You might know me like for the butts guy.
The butts guy.
You know, by telling people that, you're not helping yourself not be known as the butts guy.
I have to own it now. Okay.
Work the butts, man. Work the butts.
I'm Allison. I mainly do Minecraft videos. I'm gonna be eventually starting maybe some Sims, some League, and some vlogs in the future. Yes, some League maybe.
League of Legends.
Might as well do it. And that's pretty much it. Welcome to the panel.
I'm known as Ricardo. I mainly do Minecraft videos on my main channel. Recently opened a second channel for any other videos not related to Minecraft, so still gaming. I do mostly, aside from YouTube, I do online marketing, so I do a lot of community management for other YouTubers. So that's pretty much.
Yeah. Okay, so we don't really have a direction for this panel. We're literally just going to kind of wing it. Feel free to blurt anything out if you guys want, or just raise your hands or do whatever. If you guys have ever been to any of our panels before, you know I give swag. So when people start to ask questions, they will get stuff like buttons. Because everybody loves buttons. Who doesn't like buttons?
Yeah, I think most of the time for the Q&A section of our panels usually ends up taking a really long time, and some people can't get their questions answered. So we figured, I guess, most of this panel is going to be a Q&A.
Yeah.
Most of it, yeah.
If you guys have any questions about YouTube, starting a channel, managing audiences, what to talk about, how to get into it, feel free to ask us. Should we just open up the floor then?
Yeah, open up the floor.
The floor has been opened.
Oh.
First person put up their hand. Hi.
It's your birthday today.
We're doing this. We're doing this.
Here's the thing I'm wondering right now, because this is being recorded, isn't happy birthday copyrighted? Crap.
Happy birth anniversary.
Happy birth anniversary.
Happy birthday.
No, it's public domain. What are you talking about?
Public domain. Okay.
Is it public domain?
It's probably been out for so long.
It better be, because now we're going to sing it.
Okay, we're doing it then.
1, 2, 3. Happy birthday to you. Am I embarrassing you now? Happy birthday, dear Domix. Happy birthday to you.
Yay! Aww.
That's a good thing.
Are you one?
Keep going.
Wait, where's my bag? My bag. Elsie, can you pass me one?
Anybody else have questions? Next
That wasn't a question.
question.
Get out of here.
How old are you
She
now?
asked, isn't it your birthday? That is a question.
I didn't answer. Okay, let's.
Wow.
Shot down.
Trying to be professional.
Okay, well, this is an open question for everyone here. Can you describe, okay, so anyone can answer this. What was the worst thing that someone has ever given you on like a YouTube video? Because I know like a lot of people, the people who like
Oh, the
videos-
comments?
Yeah.
Oh God.
Haters?
Yeah, haters.
Haters. Talking about haters. All right.
I don't
Yeah.
listen to the hater comments.
That's actually, there's the number one thing. We don't really listen to the hater comments because it's essentially, it's
Yeah.
detrimental to your growth. You
Yeah.
let it get to you.
There's something that YouTube actually has that they recently added. You can filter out certain words. So even before it goes live, I've already added certain like blacklisted words, so I can like see it before it even goes up. So because I really think all that negative energy isn't necessary around YouTube. So
we're here to have a good time. We're not
to
going
be
to let anyone get in
honest,
the way.
I can't even tell you what the worst comment would be because the moment I read it, I try my best to just forget about it because I don't want it to like linger on too long because then it stops you from doing what you love to do.
I feel like that's an important thing when you're first starting out. For the amount of great comments and supportive comments that you get, you'll always get people that are just constantly butthurt about everything. Like, and I feel like, especially for me when I first started vlogging, when you're a girl on the internet, people get really weird. So you get a lot of a lot of sexual harassment.
You're talking
You get a
about
lot of people.
Husbandu guy.
Okay, so it's not on YouTube, but I'm pretty sure he came from YouTube. Story time. There's a guy who was like, I guess he was an older gentleman. I don't know. But he sent me a message every 4 hours for a year and a half telling me to marry him. And like, just very creepy comments, and it's really hard to react like how someone thinks it's okay. So what you do is like you just ignore it, you block it, you put it as spam, because if you keep listening to stuff and you let stuff like that get to you, you're just gonna stop and you're not gonna chase what you originally started out to do with. So
Keep doing it.
You kind of have to like expect it because
People
even
on
though
the
you get
internet.
all these good comments, like for every 10 you'll get like one bad comment, and that thing just like outweighs everything.
Yeah.
So you really gotta learn to like
And don't
filter
take
it out.
dislikes too seriously because a lot of the times when it's a dislike, it's not that they're hating on you. There's just something in the video that they didn't like. They would have wanted to see something better, and they express it by disliking it. Or they could be just having a bad day and they just feel
And they
like
take it out on you.
Yeah, like
There are also very confusing situations that I've seen where there is a controversial topic that's being discussed, and
Yeah.
people don't know what they're supposed to do, if they're supposed to like it or dislike it.
Yeah.
I'm under the mentality of if it's something controversial and you're trying to get that issue out there, I'm gonna thumbs it up because I want more people to see it. Other people will be like, well, this all sucks, so I'm gonna thumbs it down. So like, let's just say, what's probably one of the more popular things out there? Corrupt police force, as an example. Like people will thumbs that stuff
yeah, they
down.
thumbs it down to show like they're like they don't like
That's
it.
why I stay away from
They
the
disagree.
politics.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
The main thing that you have to look at is the fact that like how many of you guys do YouTube, most of you, or like are you trying that or just here to listen?
How many people here have their own channel?
Nice.
Okay, it's a fair number.
Okay.
Yeah,
All right, so let me put it-
More people than I thought.
Yeah, let me put it out there. So if you're starting your own channel, and I think this goes to anywhere but outside YouTube as well, you're always gonna get that people that's gonna hate it, and there's like there's always different level of haters, right?
You can tell like who are
Right.
the real haters or who's just like
And
a
then
troll.
like the
Right.
immature
or
people.
just simply trolling.
Like sometimes like I get a really bad comment and I'll be like, I wonder who this like
Yeah.
person is. So I go on their channel and then they like have a history of hating, so I'm just like, okay,
Yeah,
they're
nothing
that kind of
special.
person.
Yeah, like they're saying, you can't let it get to you. It's like, out of many people who are commenting or liking your videos, I mean, you get one or two. It's always gonna happen. You're gonna find a few people that just like your content. You gotta look is that, I mean, out of 100 likes, you get 2 or 3 dislikes. Means you're doing something right? So don't let it get to you. Just
But
do like I do.
at some point, you do have to like notice it, because like if you're
it's depending. It's depending on what they say. I pay attention to my hate comments.
Like if you're doing pranks that involve touching like butts, then you should
Oh no! No!
probably pay attention.
You mean I can't just meet you on the street and shoot you in the chest?
An important skill to have is to be able to decipher what they're actually trying to say, because a lot of times they just don't know what they dislike about it, and they'll just say something completely irrelevant. But then, as you grow accustomed to these comments, you'll know exactly what they meant, and you'll improve on that later. It might be a constructive comment that they were trying to make, but it wasn't. So you just have to really make sure, if you're gonna look into it, just make sure you don't take it to heart and like look at it objectively.
Absolutely.
I'm sorry, I would, like on Dom's point about like real haters, like what's a real hater? Sorry, like it was interesting because then you said they're like those who just basically like have history of hating.
The one that dislikes all your videos.
Yeah, like
haters are very
some
dedicated people.
Like there's this one guy who constantly like comments on all my videos. Like I've seen his name so much that I'm like, okay, that's that guy. He's welcome to my video. That's it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyone else?
You.
I'm just curious on how you guys all interact with your own like schedule for uploading video, making vlogs, posting on Tumblr.
Oh God.
Is there a certain schedule you guys set for yourself, or is it a free-for-all kind of thing at certain times?
That's entirely up to you. Like there's no rule or anything on like if you really want to have that consistency, then you should have a schedule so people have something to look forward to. It's like, oh, it's Tuesday. That means like this person's gonna upload something.
Yeah, sometimes people will make a schedule for themselves, so they'll say every Monday or every Wednesday a new video will come out. So that tells your audience they have something to look forward to, so they know on...
Are you looking at me?
Every day.
every day, like him. So you know he's going to release a video every day. But
Sometimes 7 come
Over
out
the
at
most-
one day.
sometimes
a day,
sometimes
every day.
20 come out in one day.
yeah, I see. The subscription box is just Daryl Does Show, Daryl Does Show, Daryl Does Show.
And I'm like,
But
Is this the only guy I'm subscribed to?
washes everything away.
So for anyone who is subscribed to me, I'm sorry, but we're caught up. Yay! Month and a half worth of videos in 3 days.
Wow.
Shoot me now.
Good job.
Never again.
Yeah, good job,
You can
Daryl.
applaud that, sure.
He deserves that.
That's the second unexpected applaud in a panel I've had. I'll take them.
But yeah, don't get too hung up over
Yeah.
schedules, because schedules, as great as they are, they could sometimes make you feel worse than you actually should be. Just as long as you're doing stuff and you're consistent with doing stuff,
Just make
you should feel
content.
good about yourself.
Like if your channel is really based on like creativity, like making something from the ground
Yes.
up, and having a weekly schedule really ruins that, because then you
Puts
feel like you're forced
pressure.
to make
Yeah.
something. Sometimes, because like sometimes I take jobs, it's like, oh, I have to make a video. What am I going to do about it? And then I just sit in my room like concentrating really hard on like something, and it doesn't end up being that good because I forced it out of myself.
Short answer of like a schedule is it's very subjective to each person individually. Like for me, I do daily content where the reliability for my channel is people know I'm going to record something for every single day. I might not upload something every single day, but people know and understand that I have a day job. I work like 5 8-hour shifts. I work a typical like full-time job, and then I have to do this work on top of that. Well, I don't have to, but I choose to. And sometimes videos just don't go to the daily schedule. I'd like it to be, but I feel like if people really enjoy your content, they'll be patient. They know that you're human too, and stuff can sometimes get in the way.
You gotta understand that there are those people who are really like self-entitled, thinking, oh, yeah, where's the video?
Dom, where's the new video? Where's the new video?
Relationships for 40 years.
I know, like they sound like they're paying for this when it, like I know most of you know like it's free, it's YouTube,
Yeah,
so
it's YouTube.
yeah, you should cater to that audience.
Dom, I watch the ads. No. I see the ads in your video.
You skip it.
I'm gonna try and escape
Thank
every
you.
time. It's not
Yeah.
gonna happen.
Cool.
Anyone else?
Next question.
Yeah.
Back there.
Well,
What's the best way you find just to get your audience to kind of interact with you, like in the comments?
Ask them a direct question.
Yeah.
That's
Call to action.
Yeah, that's basically if you ask your audience and you're looking right in that camera and you say and you give them an honest question, they're substantially more likely. Like I have very, very, very few people that actually do comment on my videos, being on the smaller chain. But anytime I ask a direct question that is very important to people, they will respond. Yeah. I know T, you're very good about doing that, so thank you.
There's another thing that you might look at is depending what kind of content you're bringing out.
Yeah.
I'll put it this way: is that I'll do Let's Plays, but my Let's Plays, I mean, I'm not really a pro at gaming or anything like that. But what I like to do is my commentary on top of that gameplay. Am I talking about something that might be related to everybody? So everybody will be entitled to actually give their own opinions. That's another way. It's just like it's a way to say like a controversial commentary. People will give their thoughts on the comment section, and that's when you interact with them. You talk to them. Okay, this is how I see it, and they'll tell you this is how we see it as well. And that's one way to interact with them. One direct question will be a good thing. Another good thing will be sort of like interacting by giving them like a nice thing to do, like a contest or something like that. Yeah. Always give them like that chance to interact with you. It's like, oh, we're paying attention to you. We listen to you. So we want you to tell us what you think, and let's like make it a game. That's what I want to say. Make it a game with them.
We really value like the feedback that you guys give us. Otherwise, we'll just assume we're doing everything okay if no one comments anything. Like even if they give you constructive criticism, it's constructive. So it helps you build your channel. It helps you understand what your audience wants, so you could continuously please them.
Yeah, and people love talking about themselves. So if you say like, "What's your favorite anime?" or "What's your favorite song?" or something, people will go on forever, and they'll leave comments.
Sachi wants to know what I like.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
Like, we're not saying like it's a self-centered thing, but it's like people genuinely like to introduce them to themselves to other people and let them know what kind of things they're into. Because I mean, look what happened out of this. We're all into the same industry, and we're all at a table together.
At some point, I mean, they're your fans, and they'll like anything that you like too. So if you say I like guys, they'll say, oh, we like guys too. I like guys. that happens.
Yeah.
Not that I do though.
Another cool way is instead of directly on YouTube, you could incorporate your other social networks, Facebook, Instagram, and get some interaction going on there, because not everyone has a YouTube account, we understand, but everyone has a Facebook account. So if you have a Facebook page, you can post something on there, post your video on there, put up a question with your caption, and it gets a discussion chain happening in there, which also gets your video around.
Okay. Should we move on?
I see questions.
You, and then.
Okay.
So, it's kind of like an open question. So, how does it feel to do collaborations with other people? Like, does it feel awesome? Does it suck?
Well, if it sucks, you shouldn't be doing the collab.
It has like other countries and stuff.
I could talk about that.
Yeah, when you're not with the person to like film. I've had that issue with a few of my vlogger friends who live in the States. Usually we'll organize something like we're both on Skype at the same time, but we'll be recording on our own cameras. And then you just do a split screen, so you just edit yourself so it looks like kind of like you're sitting next to each other, but you can hear each other talking through Skype, so that's a way to get over.
So I guess it's like, I guess the answer to the question would be it can be difficult, but it's always supposed to be a fun experience.
I think all of my collaborations were like long distance. Like I didn't really do anything up front.
I
know, but it's still enjoyable.
Definitely for me, my friend, it's extremely hard because he lives in Australia.
Oh, time
So I'm very thankful enough I don't have nothing to do the next day, so I'm the one who usually stays up pretty late. But then usually the end result, you have a lot of fun, and I think like in terms of him, that collaboration is really like rewarding.
Yeah, that's mainly probably the most difficult thing. Is I've actually collaborated with a friend of mine who also lives in Australia, and trying to contact anybody who lives in Adelaide in accordance to our time zone. They're 15 and a half hours ahead.
That's awkward.
So it's very difficult sometimes to collaborate with these people. But if you guys are trying to do something together, you'll make it work one way or another.
I'm working with a composer for most of my videos, and he actually lives in China. So whenever we interact, I'm up at like 2 in the morning, and he's just like talking to me because he has a day job as well. He doesn't just compose music, so he's talking to me while he's at work, and I'm talking to him like 2 in the morning. But it's good because most of the people you find might not even like live in the same city that you like. He makes music that's my style, that's stuff that I really like to have in my videos. So you find a way to make it work, because if you're going to collaborate with someone long distance, you're probably doing it because you really enjoy doing it with that person.
Yay.
You have one already, but here, take a second.
Yeah. What's your question?
This is partly to Dominic. So, when did you start drawing anime and what inspired you?
I've always been drawing anime, like growing up. You know, like as a kid, like I watched so much anime. That's all I did in high school. I discovered like that I liked it when I was in like 3rd grade. We had this art project, and then the teacher like took mine and was like, "Guys, this is a really good project." And I was like, "Oh, I really have a knack for this."
This is my
So then like I just continuously like drew my whole life, and like my passion kind of died like in college and the end of high school because my parents were like, "Oh, there's no money or anything." So I kind of like set that aside. I did architecture. Ended up hating like school. I still love architecture as like a thing, but I just couldn't do it as a career. So I like considered my options. I'm like, oh, I still have this drawing thing. I started Domics as a webcomic like while I was in university, and then after I graduated, it like blew up into something. So I was like, let me see how far I can get with this, and then here I am.
Then you can kind of still kind of go along with architecture depending on what kind of work you do, because you can still end up drawing structures and if you really wanted to.
That was like the halfway point.
And I think if you start, like if you really like drawing anime or comics, there's real potential now online, especially through Tumblr and stuff.
Yeah.
Like if you just upload your stuff, especially on websites like Tumblr, people can reblog it and they can go viral.
There are way more ways to like share your work now. As back then, everything was like on paper and stuff. Now everything's on social medias and it's easier to share.
And you just need that one that'll like kickstart everything. Yeah. Any other questions? Moving on.
Oh, you have enough
back
there,
actually.
Back there, yeah.
General question. Do you have any recommendations for editing software and programs that you use?
I personally use Adobe Premiere for mine simply because I need more flexibility. But if it all depends what you're using it for. If you're using Windows, use Windows Movie Maker. If you're using a Mac, use iMovie, because for vlogging and like putting together like a gameplay video, like you can easily use something that's not so difficult to learn.
If it works.
Just jump cuts, really. Yeah.
Because for vlogging, you just need to take out the bad takes and then you're good. Because I make short films, you really need accurate editing softwares with that. So Adobe Premiere Pro, you can look into that for the high end, and you might have heard of Sony Vegas. It's very similar. Non-linear timeline editing is basically what you want to look for if you want full functionality.
I believe if you have a GoPro, you also have access to a free piece of editing software as well. So if you have a GoPro, something else there. Sorry, who asked that question?
Right there, red hair. Yeah, red streak.
Like, these are just recommendations. You can use any tool that you're comfortable with.
Toss it over.
I might stab someone's eye out, so I don't. Lawsuits.
Yeah, no, for my videos I use Premiere because I find that's quite easy. It can be intimidating, like kind of graduating from Movie Maker to Premiere, because then you're like, whoa, oh my gosh, so many buttons everywhere. Like, what do I press? Where do I do? And then you go on YouTube and tutorials, pretty much.
Oh, actually, YouTube has its own video editor too. If you want to start off simple. Yeah.
It's really basic.
Yeah, and it's getting better.
Oh, on that note, thank God YouTube did this. Was that if you're usually having a problem, because I know a lot of people do when they start, of getting good quality music into their videos because of the copyright claims, YouTube has finally implemented what's called the creative tool. This allows you to actually put in music that they have licensed and you are allowed to use commercially.
That's been there for years.
No, but it's much better now.
It's much better now.
They upgraded it to like actually quality music. Like they got a bunch of artists together and put the thing.
And you can like sort it by genre. You can sort it by like
it's really easy to find like the perfect track. I was looking for one and found in like 3 minutes. Tops.
Time, mood, like everything.
Yeah, you can search it from like time length, mood, genre, instruments. Yeah, it's really cool.
Because I've actually, who here actually watches my content? Don't worry about it. There's only a few hands that go up. Okay, every single time lapse that I do in those, whether it's like cleaning my room or like doing anything, 90% of those are right from the creative tool. Yeah.
I think the only problem about that is that does it go directly in the video, or you download it?
You download it. You download it and you put it in wherever you want.
It's a library.
Yeah. Okay. And you can even have like favorites within the library, so you can save it for later and download it like at a later time.
So helpful.
It's really good.
I forget the names of the songs all the time.
Yeah.
And once you keep going through it, I notice you'll find certain artists that are like the ones that you actually enjoy from the most. That you'll like the ones that make like your type of music. So it's good.
What software do you normally use? Like Adobe Flash?
Oh yeah, I use Flash. But like,
what do you animate with them?
Yeah.
Yeah, Flash is like probably one of the most basic like animation like software. There's so many other ones. People really recommend Toon Boom, which is actually like a step up from Flash.
Basic for you. Last time I tried it, I had
No, like it's like bare minimum. If you're like I'm pretty sure most of the animators on YouTube use Flash. But yeah, like you're not constrained to that. You could go explore other software if you want, but that's what I'm comfortable with.
Swift. I use that one. That was a lot easier.
Anyone else?
MS Paint.
How did you get like to starting off each of your channels? Like, how did you build your fan base? Were you like nervous when you started off?
Every single one of us probably was nervous at the start. I'll give everyone a challenge to do is when you guys have an opportunity to check out the first videos of everyone on this table.
They're so cringy.
Wait. But then right afterwards, watch the most recent video that I posted. And more often than not, you're going to see this drastic change.
It should be like better.
Yeah.
And you know what? You actually got me doing that the other day because you were mentioning that you were revisiting old videos.
Yeah, my old videos are
I went and I
so bad.
revisited a vlog from exactly a year ago, and it was when I surprised Christine for her birthday. I was like, oh my god, like there's these moments that I'm recollecting. And then, but my personality has not really changed too much, but my presentation to the camera has always been improving.
So it's perfectly fine if you're nervous. You could just like make the most garbage thing ever and upload it. Just know that like there's plenty of time to improve because
like everyone likes a fresh new face on YouTube.
It's not like YouTube's gonna like die the next day.
Yeah.
You have time.
Because like when I started doing YouTube, I started off doing like covers to J-pop songs. So I used to do really bad dance covers, and then I was like, no, I'm gonna venture off.
They're really good.
They weren't that bad.
Oh, okay, no, you guys, I don't know what you no. And then I started doing really bad makeup tutorials because I'm like, yeah, I kind of understand
they're really
makeup.
good.
It got to the point where I don't know why, but I think it was with like Venus Angelic and Coda Cody, like my videos started showing up after theirs. So I had all these people suddenly like flooding into my YouTube channel, and it was going up to something like 100 new subscribers a day, 150 new subscribers a day. And I was like, whoa, okay, where are you people coming from? It was kind of scary. And then it just, like it kind of rocketed up from that, where I kind of just done it as like a side thing. I was kind of focusing more on cosplay, but then more people start requesting videos from you, and suddenly you have all these like YouTube networks reaching out and they want to sign some contract with you, and it can be kind of intimidating at first, but just do your research and I guess go with it. Listen to people, what they want to see from you, what kind of content, and then grow from there.
Yeah, and big thing for growing, collaborate, because actually just what you just said, I ended up being contacted by a network, and the first person I asked advice on was I asked Ricardo, because I've never dealt with networks before. I don't know anything about them, and he gave me his 2 cents, and I always appreciate hearing that from my peers, because we're as much as it might not look like it, we're all in this together. Like we're all in the same industry. We're here to help each other out. I mean, as long as we don't have like drastically different ideology on like life in itself, we're not here to like mess with each other's channels. We're here to kind of help each other as best as we can.
Yeah. And I also think like when your channel starts taking off, people on YouTube are really fixated on numbers. A lot of the time if someone asks you if you have a YouTube channel and you say, yeah, the next question will be, how many subscribers do you have? So I think when you start growing and you have these like bigger YouTubers coming up to you and like asking if you want to collaborate or talking to you, it can be really intimidating. But I feel like everyone on YouTube is just a regular person. They might have like a distorted image about being more popular and stuff, but in reality, they're just a regular person that sits in front of a computer and either talks to a camera or plays games or animates. So you shouldn't be too intimidated by that if you start taking off.
And Sachi was a really good example of like exploring what works for you. Like you did like dances and then makeup. I
changed a lot of times.
Like you have time to explore all these different like topics you want to cover, and then from there you could decide what you want to focus on. And people will tell you like, oh, I really like this video, and it'll show like one of your videos has like more views than the other. So you should follow that.
Yeah. Anyone else? You.
Okay. Like this is a question to you. Yeah, sorry. I didn't mean to put you on the spot. I was just kind of like, you introduced yourself as a writer who also does reviews on makeup and costume tutorials. How have you found your role as a writer? Because it's really different, right? But
Yeah.
like, how do you integrate those two together? Or do you?
Well, I don't really integrate them. I actually just kind of started off with this other side blog called Zodiac Society, and I kind of started doing like Zodiac makeup tutorials. And then after that, I like reading, you know. So I mean, like you don't have to integrate anything. You could have like one side thing and another side thing, because I mean those are your passions. So yeah, so just do whatever, you know.
Yeah. Because I was just wondering.
Oh, okay.
Well, that you two consistently work together.
Yeah, and I
so.
work with White Clover.
Yeah, since she is a writer, we're actually working on a short film that will be entering into a film festival. So she's actually the writer for that. So that's how she integrates it into YouTube.
Yeah, I
if
write
that was your question.
some scripts for him, you know.
Good luck on it.
Thank you.
Yay!
Yeah, no, I think that's important because when you do collaborations, it doesn't always have to be with other YouTubers or filmmakers. You can also have writers, musicians.
Musicians is a big one.
Yeah, as well.
And that's what it means to collaborate. You should like analyze yourself and figure out what talents you have, and then look for other people who are missing that talent, because like I can animate, but I'm not the greatest like voice actor, so I need a lot of different voices. I can only do so many voices until like it becomes like repetitive. Yeah. So like I need like voice actors, music, and other things, and that
He usually needs like male voice actors who suck at it.
I don't know how to.
I don't know how many different ways he needs to say the word 8.
So yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Cool.
Any
more questions?
I'm loving this like intimate Q&A. It's really
Just chill
it's
it
really
out.
chill.
Yeah.
We can make it more intimate.
Yeah. We should order pizza.
We should just have Domino's.
Damn it, Dom. Oh my god.
The puns are real.
I just clued into it. I feel so slow.
Since we're on the topic of voice acting, Dom, can you give us your best obnoxious person impression?
What do you mean by
He just needs to sound the way he does.
No, because like I watch some of your videos. Okay, I'll be honest here. My brother is your friend.
Yeah.
He watches videos and I watch along with him just because we're the same group, right?
Well,
and then,
you, whatever's in my video, that's the most obnoxious people.
She wants it live.
Yeah.
I don't know what to do.
No, it was really fun. Like, you know, just all that. But it's alright if you're.
Well, they're okay. I'm making a video like right now, but I'll give you like a spoiler of what it is. It's like when like I really, because I got a dog last year, and I really don't like talking to other people while I'm like walking my dog, because it's like really pointless conversation, and I'm just like walking my dog, and then they'll just stop and be like, "Oh, that's such a cute dog," like, and and then they're just asking so many questions. And I'm just like, just let me walk.
It's the same thing with like when you're like actually doing your day job and somebody stops you for a question, like not necessarily for like YouTube, but then they just keep going, and you're like, I have other people I need to take care of, because I still work in retail.
Yeah.
And oh my god, and I actually had story time. I recently had a guy, actually, if one of the videos that just went live, oh god, yeah, you know which one I'm talking about. I had a guy who came in and he just held me there, and we have a nickname for those type of people. They're called time vampires, because they suck every moment of time that you have available to do your job. And he kept holding me, and I had two of my coworkers, one of which you might know from the videos, Carrie, and they both tried to get me out of there, and he kept getting my attention. He was, and he wouldn't go away.
Maybe he likes you.
Oh, hang on, this gets better.
Daryl from the Daryl Does Show.
This gets even better and creepier. I finished my shift, and he went to go return something at one of the other stores in the parking lot. And when he did that, he saw me at the bus stop, and he kept going.
Oh no!
And I'm sitting there going, oh,
He'd offer you a ride home?
Yeah.
Thank God he was using public transit as well, so I call up my parents. I'm like,
save me!
Get me out of here, please. So immediately I ran back to the store. I told my security guys, I'm like, if this guy comes back, please just call the police, because he's starting to freak me out. And yeah, that's the end of that story. And hopefully the guys never follow me out of work again. I'm still alive. I'm still in one piece. And yes, my sanity's still insane, but only just.
If there's one guy that always comments on your videos, like, it's him. He's waiting.
Please don't say that.
Retail. Retail. Daryl's version. Yeah.
If you find me outside the panel, huddled up in a corner, you'll probably know why.
Actually, I think that's another good topic. Like, how do you guys get ideas for your videos? Is it normally just
Yeah, one way is me sitting like this in my room,
Like,
thinking really
idea.
hard.
Me, it's kind of cheating because it's my everyday life. But if I'm doing another project, actually, we were talking about it earlier. Was every convention I go to, I have usually a GoPro strapped to me now, and I'm starting a new series called First Person Convention. So usually it's just kind of, I don't know, coming up with the idea just kind of happens.
Yeah.
Some of the best things just kind of come to
Yeah,
you.
they just kind of come to you when you, to be honest, for me and Jen, it's probably when we're just walking around, just doing nothing, and then something just happens in front of us, and like, wait,
just triggers
if we,
it.
Yeah, if we do this and then that because of something we just saw in front of us, then
This
it's
will be
like that would
great.
be like so funny.
Yeah.
So it's really just the best ideas usually just come to you, but then there are like those well-crafted ideas that you like think about for like a month or something. Then you're like, I'm gonna make this video. Like
Yeah, some things just come like that, and you want to make it like on the spot.
Yeah.
Like one of my most successful videos is the emails video.
Oh, yeah.
And that came out of like I was writing an email, and then I was like, I hate this. Maybe other people will hate it too. So then like I shared
I remember the
my
video.
thoughts with you.
Smosh hates it apparently.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So
I thought that was funny.
that's how you like try to be
Is it-
relatable with other people.
Yeah.
Like you got to think maybe other people are like me and think how I
Was,
think.
was that the one where you were like messaging going, and how art thou on this
Yeah,
like
yeah.
Fortnite and like
I was like, how do I talk to people?
Yeah, no, I think another way if you want to get into videos and you don't know where to start, tag videos are also really good. Because a lot of YouTubers will do like tags where they have a bunch of questions that you answer and there'll be like a theme about it. Like the one I just recently did was about your top 10 anime crushes. So I was like, well, I'm going to talk about like 5 because if I talked about 10, this video would be 40 minutes long and I would just be like crying at the end of it. But it's also really good to engage with viewers as well. When you have a tag video, you have a set of questions and you can always ask your viewers like, oh, what do you think about this? Or what's your answer to this? Leave it in the comments.
Yeah. So even if they're not like tagged, they're still participating. Actually, on that topic, screw you, dude.
Whoa.
Ice bucket
What's
challenge.
going on there?
Ice bucket challenge. He's at the tail end of his video. He sits back and he goes, "Oh, these other people are challenging," and then he takes a breath and he goes, "Oh yeah," and then Daryl does show.
The hate chain should start here. She's the one that made me do it. Therefore, I
Inadvertently, but he's the one who called out my name. Damn you.
And then you tagged.
Another thing I want to mention is that talking about creative ideas and whatnot. I'm not really I'm the kind of guy that could be creative. It's just I hate sitting down and brainstorm. I hate doing that sometimes.
Sorry.
I have the ideas that come out.
We've done like we've done like 4 of them, and he's just like,
no.
We have different working ethics.
See, it's different for everybody.
Yeah.
Like I say, I do gameplay, and mostly my commentary is just whatever comes right there.
Yeah, you don't
Like,
have to be like creative. If you think your personality is enough to like entertain people, then just go with that.
I tried that before. It's like I tried scripting, and
It's not natural.
It's not natural, exactly. I just don't. It doesn't feel natural at all. I think it takes practice to make it look natural, but I just suck at it. So I'm like, nah, f that. I'm just gonna rant the whole video.
And usually people will like you for what you do. Like, if you try recording with him, it's not, he has a lot of ADD and he just like will see something and just focus on that. And like, I could be in a video with him and I cannot talk and it would just be him the whole
But that's
episode.
fine.
Do you remember?
You keep it going.
Do you remember when we all played Murder together? And he's the first thing he asks me is, "Hey, Daryl, can you explain to the viewers what this game's about?" Sure. Halfway through, he just cuts me right off.
Banana.
But also you could be doing like something that interests you and you just kind of like, you'll talk about something small and it just like blows up.
Yeah, it goes
where
from there.
It branches off and really it works out either way for.
It works out. It's just it's a funny thing. Is you start talking about something really small, talking fruits, and suddenly you're talking about politics for some reason, because I don't know, politicians like bananas. Something like that. It just goes like that.
Politicians like bananas.
Yeah, I don't know how that works, but it happens.
Maybe not eating them.
Not maybe using some other way that's not pleasant.
But yeah, we've got like 10-15 minutes left, so any final questions?
7 minutes.
Oh, at the back there.
So how do you find time to do all your videos when you have such a short amount of time?
I try not to bite off more than I can chew. Emphasis on the word try. Typically speaking, the way what I'm doing right now is if I continue doing my edits probably once every day, once every 2 days, maybe once every 3 days, I won't have 20 videos to upload in a single day. So doing my work specifically, I would argue is probably one of the easier forms of YouTube to do. So I'm kind of cheating in that aspect where it's self-documentation, but there are times where I go on a tangent for like 10 minutes. I'm going, I don't need this whole thing. Like I'll grab 30 seconds of it and I'll put it in the vlogs. So editing can take a lot of time, take only a little bit of time. It really depends on what kind of content you're doing and what level of professionalism you're doing. Because my stuff is pretty nonchalantly done, put together. But stuff like, example, Dom's work and Sachi's work, and actually pretty much almost everyone else is on the table. They have to actually construct something together that's a little bit more thorough.
I think that's an important thing, though. Yeah. Like when you film stuff, what to keep and what to take out.
It's a very hard decision to make.
Everything I draw.
Because you plan stuff, but for vlogging, like I normally will have a list of points that I want to touch on, and then I'll just talk about them, and I'll film for maybe 10 or 15 minutes, but my videos average on about 4 to 5 minutes each, so I have to cut them down. So there's a lot of stuff that, because I know audiences will only watch a video for so long if they get bored. I think there's audience retention statistics.
Yeah, audience retention.
You can see how long people watch your video for.
And when
so
they
there's
click
usually
on.
like a spot around 2 to 3 minutes in, if you're just doing a regular vlog, where people will start clicking off.
The analytics section is a very useful section for anyone who's actually just getting themselves into YouTube, because it will show you what your demographic is, how long they're paying attention to your videos, and which ones are your most popular. So you can actually use that information to your benefit. You can sit back and go, okay, why did people like this video more than everything else? Then you can work on other projects that are kind of similar. How long are they watching it, so you know you're not going too far overboard? The videos that I dread editing are the ones that are like 30, 40 minutes of footage, because they take forever.
Yeah, and I think you can also see which videos drive the most subscribers. So if you have one video that's really popular, it'll say like you've gained 200 new subscribers from this video, which I think is a good way to gauge like what.
And then you could like keep that video front and center on your channel for a while, kind of like bring more attention to it because it seems to work. So why not?
Want to go with it? Yeah.
Yeah. So anyone else?
Question back there? You? Go ahead.
Free part. Anyways, this is a question for Dom. And for your most recent video pranks, what is the inspiration?
I think everyone knows what it's about.
We'll keep it professional.
It's about some guy named Salt or something?
Salt pepper.
Salt pepper.
Yeah.
I thought it was ham salt.
Yeah.
Wait, you generally don't know. Oh, okay. So in recent news, there is a guy who had uploaded a controversial video of him like sexually assaulting people and like passing it off as a prank, and then he got so much hate for it, and then instead of apologizing and like owning up to it, he made more videos like attempting to tell people it was a social experiment. So
and tried to make it better by doing it again.
Yeah.
People have kind of like known about him.
I could talk for hours about him because I did so much research on it. It was just really interesting because I'm like, wow, how can this guy like exist on YouTube?
Function?
I know. I think this is an issue to talk. I don't know if we have enough time left for this. But sometimes people have this complex when they see YouTubers. They get like. They treat them like celebrities, and sometimes YouTubers will abuse that. I think over the past few months, there have been all these stories coming out about popular YouTubers like sexually harassing their viewers. Because I think it's happened a lot of the times with popular male vloggers and YouTubers where they have fangirls that get really nervous and oh my god, this YouTuber's talking to me. And the YouTuber will take advantage of that. So never let that happen because YouTubers are just regular people. So yeah, don't let them treat you any differently. But yeah, just keep that in mind.
I mean, I like butts. I don't like.
What?
You just duck your head into your knees right now.
Dom, there's a question.
Sorry, what? Yeah, I have enough for everyone in here. I'll give it like.
We'll give them out.
We'll get them out the end.
I do too. I've been giving them away already.
All right, anyone else?
Yeah.
Oh, there's a question.
Still a question.
Hi, 2 questions.
Cool.
For one question, how you guys doing?
Good.
Great, thanks for asking.
Smooth.
How are you doing?
Beautiful.
Oh, I can tell.
I think he's got us trapped then.
And second question, for Dom, I was wondering, are you actually doing voice auditions for your upcoming animations?
Oh, I don't really like hold auditions or anything, but if you're interested, like send me an email with like a demo reel of what kind of voices you can do, and from there, like I'll decide if I like it. I guess.
Yeah.
It's a pretty good voice.
So wait, I can do voices too for your channel.
Oh, I can do some too.
I have
everyone in here is going to do a voice.
Yeah.
I want
Dom's inbox inundated with requests. It's just has to listen to every
Unplugged
single
Expo
one.
voice edition. Yeah.
Just a shameless plug here. If any of you guys are ever interested in any sort of being on set for productions, as whether an actor or on crew, I'm always looking for extra help. So
Needs bodies.
I need bodies.
Live ones.
I need live bodies. Functioning bodies. So if you're ever into that stuff, just shoot me an email and we'll just go from there.
You have to be human.
Yeah.
As long as you have arms and legs and you can hold things.
As long as you're alive, then sure.
Yeah. I think it's good publicity if you're not human.
Yeah, I mean, if you're like.
What? Sorry. Oh.
Yeah. It always helps, but it's not necessary because I've learned everything from my own experiences. I only took a 1-year program in this sort of stuff, so I'm not gonna be like, you guys need to have a degree.
Yeah, we're not like those jobs where like you can be in this job if you have 2 years experience,
like,
but you
really,
need.
if you're passionate, you're going to learn. Like that's inevitable.
Actually, that kind of brushes on something very quickly. Something that Cody was mentioning at one of our prior panels, where he says, like he'll go and still work with people that have like 100 subscribers. He doesn't really care what
as long as you're making cool stuff.
Yeah. If somebody sees someone else with a passion and a talent,
there's a lot of undiscovered talent out there.
There's no reason why people like us won't work with them, because it would make no sense. It would probably hurt us more for not giving that person the opportunity exposure they deserve.
Yeah. Yeah. And thank you for ProTech Productions for filming this.
Yay!
Yay!
I'm gonna get the shirt away.
Productions. If you've seen if you've been to Anime North or whatever, you probably see my content at some point. So yeah.
Yay!
Thanks, Gary.
Thank you.
Thank you, Gary.
Yay! And thank you to all of you guys for coming out. It was really fun.
But don't run away just yet. Don't run away just yet.
Oh.
I told you what I do at Come on, guys. Just because I can't drop a lot of money every time. Who actually got a pin from me? Not everyone got a quote.
Everyone with a pin, stand up.
Everyone with a pin, stand up.
For real.
For real, Zos. Okay, if I'm not mistaken, one of those random ones should be a green signature on there.
Who has the green pin?
All right, yo, what's 50
Everyone
bucks?
else Give me that green, yo. Hang on. I actually have, because seeing as we're talking about shameless self-promotion, I have in here the very first run of Daryl Does Show t-shirts.
Oh.
And one of them is going to be signed by everyone on the table. So there you go.
We should get a shirt shooter.
Knock out someone in the front row.
And because I know this is actually a problem amongst conventions, is something I just recently did. Again, shameless self-promotion. I opened up an Etsy page because I know there's people who are always looking for props. If anyone's seen my Mordecai cosplay, I know you've seen the earlier renditions of it. People gave me really good feedback on the gun, so I decided I'll do Nerf mods. So if anyone's looking for prop weapons,
this your guy. Nice. Okay, cool.
Okay, cool. So thank you guys for coming.
Thank you.
Other than that, I think we're good. Jump. We're running here just yet. Actually, I need to know size first. Hang on. Oh my god. There we go.
I'll just scatter them? What do you want to do?
Just leave it. There's nothing else.
Oh, yeah.
Ultra swag.
Oh my god.
Oh. Hang on, let me get it.
Who wants to start?
Oh, so the one who's wearing it.
Oh wow.
Where the hell am I pins?
Oh, we need to sign the shirt.
Oh my god.
Is that the Butts guy?
Said the Butts guy. Where the hell are my pins? I don't have any more pins. I think that's literally all I got.